Hi guys, what's up? How are you? So today there is German Riesling versus Australian Riesling. Today we're gonna try to understand the differences of this lovely white grape that expresses itself in two different ways from these two lovely countries. So today we do have German Riesling from Pfalz, one of the best region in Germany, and we have Jim Barry from Clare Valley, another great region in Australia for Rieslings. So today we're gonna compare these two dry Riesling, trocken and dry, to understand which are the differences, how the grapes behaves differently in these two different climates and weather and environment. So stay tuned. So before we start with the tasting, I wanted to give you a little bit an overview of the grape. So Riesling is a grape grows very well in Germany, in Australia, north of Italy, in some part of US and in some part of New Zealand, and it is a grape that can age perfectly with time. So we will move from a fruity side to a more minerality side. Another great feature of the Riesling is that you have this smell, usually, if it is a good Riesling, of minerality on the nose, like hydrocarbon, like gasoline or diesel, to give you an example. But usually it is quite in the background, but you feel it, but it is very elegant. And that is one of the main features of the Riesling, and it goes extremely well in general with the Asian food, but then we will see more in details. Let's start. So let's start with the German Riesling that comes from Pfalz. Pfalz is a wine region that is absolutely outstanding, quite warm, quite hot, is one of the warmest of Germany, and Georg Mosebach has his vineyards in Forst. Forst is this village, lovely village in the core of the Pfalz, one of the best expression of the Riesling, but now we will understand a little bit more. So we do have the trocken version, so it's the dry version of the Riesling. There are also with the residual sugars, but in this case I do prefer personally the trocken version. And we do have this wine coming from an Erste Lager, that is basically an equivalent of a Premier Cru from Burgundy, to give you an idea. So the aim is to understand how this grape express itself differently, so we're gonna try and taste and understand the differences. So Pfalz, as I said, is one of the warmest region in Germany, therefore the Riesling can ripe greatly. So we do have often quite all the years full ripeness of the grape, especially now that there is this warm climate. The soil is there is a basalt, there is a little bit of limestone and clay, but mainly basalt in these areas. So therefore we do have, I expect, a strong minerality. That is one of the main features of the Riesling. But let's try. Well, the nose, I have to say, is what I was expecting. So it is beautiful, of course. So we do have a lot of white peach, a bit of apricot, a bit of citrusiness as well, and then there is this minerality, this kind of main feature of hydrocarbon, a little bit of in the background, but very elegant, very well integrated. A little bit of diesel, to give you an idea. That is the main feature of the Riesling. So let's go into the palate now. Beautiful. So high acidity, quite juicy, very elegant, and yeah, I feel as well here a strong minerality. You feel it with this crispiness, this touch of kind of earthiness, burnt earthiness, little bit, and then you feel the fruit as well. You feel the citrusiness quite a lot, the white peach, a bit of apricot as well. So what I had in the nose, I have also in the palate. So very, very elegant, very, very nice. So Pfalz is basically on the west part of Germany. As I said, is one of the warmest area, and Forst, where is located the German is one of the best villages where to buy Riesling, for your information. And so this Riesling is greatly paired with sushi, for instance. In my opinion, works very, very well, or sashimi as well. Sushi and sashimi, so the Japanese cuisine goes extremely well, but in general also Asian food goes very, very well. This is a quite main characteristic of almost all the Rieslings. So what can you expect from this channel? So this channel is about wine and spirits. I cover a topic like hidden wine gems from around the world. I compare the same grape into different expression, for instance, to understand the differences, and my aim is to help you to sail through the wine and spirits world easily, in a funny way, easy to understand. So if this is the channel you are looking for, subscribe to the channel and also smash the like button, so you will help me with the algorithm of YouTube. So this will be very, very appreciated indeed, and I want to thank you for this. Thank you. So now we are going with the second Riesling. We have Jim Barry from Watervale 2019. Watervale is a part of Clare Valley where the Riesling grows perfectly. So Clare Valley is in the south part of Australia. We are not too far from Adelaide, to give you an idea. We are in a higher plateau, and we do have a kind of different soil compared to the Pfalz one. So we do have a little bit more sand, limestone, and a bit of red soil. So we don't have the basalt. So Riesling here it grows perfectly. It's one of the best area for the Riesling, and we're gonna discover now shortly the main features. So it is the dry version, as I mentioned, one of my favorite in general, and Riesling grows extremely well in this area because there is a high shock thermic between day and night, and the temperature are quite moderate. It's not very, very hot compared to other regions in Australia. So, but let's try it now. Okay, so in the nose I can feel immediately there is a bit less minerality than the German one, so I feel less that feeling of hydrocarbon. There is still a little bit, but less. And then I feel a bit more fruitiness. I feel a bit more tropical fruit, especially lime, a lot of lime. And the tropical fruit in general, a bit of grapefruit as well. So, even in the palate, a lot of tropical fruit, like a citrusy tropical fruit, like lime, for instance, is one of the main features. Fresh, acidic as well, but less hydrocarbon. I feel less that feeling of gasoline or diesel, to give you an idea. And it is much more fruity driven, as is in general the new world. So this is the right expression of a nice Riesling. So this Riesling goes very, very well as well with Asian food. As I said, here maybe we can go a little bit further with some Chinese food, like duck dumpling, for instance, or dim sum in general, with chicken or pork. Okay, so let's do now a recap so we can understand better the differences between these two expressions of the Riesling. So we have been in Germany, in Pfalz, with Georg Mosbacher, and we have seen that the Riesling here is quite mineral, quite intense, very juicy, with a bit of white peach and apricot on the nose, a little bit of citrusness as well, and quite intense. Really a great expression. It is Erster Lager, so it is a premier cru, as I said, and I cannot pronounce the German word, but I can show you if you want from here. So Deidesheimer Hergestacker Riesling Trocken, but please forgive me for my accent, that is not the perfect one. And it is great with Asian food, especially with sushi. I personally love it. And then we are going to we went to check Jim Barry from Water Vale in Clare Valley, and we have seen that here the Riesling is more fruity driven, so we do have a little bit more citrusiness, actually more citrusiness, especially lime, but also lemon zest as well, and less minerality, less feeling of that hydrocarbon like diesel and gasoline. And this one is also perfect with sushi, but goes very well with all the Chinese cuisine as well. But the same thing is for the German one, so they are quite versatile in the Asian world. If we don't want to go for the Asian food, you can go with some probably richer fish or lighter meat as well, because they have, especially the German one it is a little bit bolder than the Australian one in this case. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got some more understanding about this lovely grape. It is one of my favorite, absolutely. And if we wait, also this grape can basically evolves, so you can leave it in the bottle also for a few years without no problem. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you for your time. If you like the video, smash the like button and click the notification bell and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any new video coming out. So I want to thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!